Good morning. It's Monday, January 11th, 2021. Happy New Year. Just crossed over into the state of Alabama, which is the home of the Pinhoti Trail. I'm driving to the Pinhoti Outdoor Center, which is a hostel located just off the Pinhoti Trail. And I'm going to be staying there for the night. I'm going to meet Nathan, who runs the hostel, with his wife Kim. I've been in contact with him over the last several months, but I spoke to him yesterday, confirmed my arrival. I should be there in about 3 hours or so. It's a little after 11. And like I said, I just got into Alabama. So looking at another couple of hours of driving, I should say. Everything's gone well. Drive has been fine. I left my house yesterday morning, and I've been driving most of the day yesterday, all day. Stopped over at a hotel last night, and I'm continuing driving. I'm driving right now. It's in the mid-40s, and it's raining heavily. Very cold rain. There's a chance of some snow, but with the temperatures being in the 40s, I don't think there'll be any problem with it melting or accumulation. Weather over the next couple of days is going to be pretty similar to this temperature-wise. I'm looking at 40s to low 50s, maybe 1 or 2 days, but most days it'll be the 40s, dropping down to the 30s and maybe upper 20s at night. So I'm okay with that. It looks like the rain, I won't have to worry about it too much for the next couple of days, but a week from now, just around the time I'm arriving in Heflin, it looks like there's some more rain coming in, some heavy rain. So we'll see. Obviously, as the day goes on, the weather reports become more accurate. Other than that, I've had no problem. I'm driving a rent-a-car, and the only issue with the rent-a-car is the cigarette lighter plug is not working. So I can't charge up my stuff like I usually do. But I have a USB port that seems to be working, so I'm able to charge up my stuff with that. It's just very slow going, and it's not really doing a great job. Hopefully I'll have some power tonight at the outdoor center. That's it so far. That's what's going on. Tomorrow we're looking to start our hike. Rain, snow, or sunshine. I'm looking to get dropped off tomorrow morning and start my hike. So that's it for now. I'll check back in a little later today when I arrive at the Pinhoti Outdoor Center. Take care. Hello again. Well, it's almost 4 o'clock. I made it to the Pinhoti Outdoor Center. And unfortunately, Nathan's not going to be able to meet me here. And there actually is no one here. But Nathan was kind enough to give me a code so I can get into the actual hostel and I can stay here. So it looks, as of now, that I'm going to actually be by myself. So that's pretty neat to have a hostel by yourself. Obviously, it's off-season. It's my first time staying in a hostel of this type. I've stayed more like in a bunkhouse kind of thing, but never in like a hostel. So, so far, so good. I'm very happy to be here. It's a beautiful place. I can imagine this would be really nice during warmer weather, because there is a area here. You can see there's a fire pit and it's a couple of tables. So I can imagine during warmer weather or during the summer, or even like a cool spring or fall evening, if there were a bunch of people hanging out here, it'd be really nice to have a campfire and just hang out and talk and socialize. So, but other than that, this is where I'll be staying for tonight. I'm going to be picked up in the morning by a shuttle driver. I believe he said it would be Emily, who's coming to meet me in the morning and drop me off at the trail, and I'm going to start my hike from then. So we'll give you more. The weather's been pretty good for the next couple of days, it's looking like, because currently I got this rain here. It's like drizzling cold rain. It's in the mid-40s, but it is supposed to stop raining and clear up for the next 5 or 6 days, which I'm really happy for, because this weather was originally, when I was looking about a week out, I've been watching the weather pretty much every day now, and you know, the 14-day forecast is so far out, it's really hard to really take it reliably. But there was supposed to be possibly rain and snow tomorrow, but it looks like it came today, more rain, because it's in the mid-40s, and I don't have to worry about that. So I'm really happy for that. I actually prefer snow over rain, just because it's easier to deal with. It doesn't get you as wet. However, I prefer not to have to deal with either one of them. If it's really heavy snow, it's hard to follow a trail sometimes, and it does obscure any type of blazes on the tree sometimes. But I'm really happy to be here. Looking forward to get started. A little apprehensive, obviously, knowing what the weather's going to be, but I am looking to get started, and I really know that, you know, the nerves and everything will settle down. And I'm just happy that it's not going to be like cold rain. That's one less thing to worry about. The good thing is that there'll be hopefully more water in the streams for me to get water and drink. So I'm probably going to lighten my load a little bit and go down to only 1 liter of water that I'm going to carry. My pack, when I weighed it before I left, was about 37 pounds. So that's a lot heavier than I'd like to be. I'd like to be in the 32 to 34 range at the most. I did pack a little extra clothes because of the temperature. 1 or 2 days. Looking forward now is supposed to drop down into the 20s. And depending on which website you use, once again, one of them predicted, you know, the low 20s. So that's like really pushing my bag. You know, it's a 20-degree bag, but to me that means like 30, 35 is comfortable. And I do have a liner which lowers it more, but I realize I'm gonna probably be cold at that temperature. So I decided to pack a little extra clothes, another base layer that I can wear if I need to while hiking or sleeping. So, you know, it added another pound or so. I'm carrying extra batteries. The battery packs I know are not gonna last as long. And it is a concern, but I'll have to worry about that when I deal with it. So all those things considered, it pushed my weight up probably about another 2-3 pounds from my original 34-35 pounds that I weighed myself, and that puts me around 37. So I'll weigh myself again tonight after I finish packing. I'm gonna go get my sleeping bag out to sleep in tonight, and I'll test it out obviously in the cold weather, although it's warm in there. I don't think I'll come out here to sleep and test it out, although it's a thought. I did think about it, obviously, you know, just coming out here for a little bit, like maybe later tonight, and just lay here and see how it feels. But I don't want to take my mattress pad and everything out. But I'll use my sleeping bag on the bunk there to keep warm, and it should be good. Actually, there is a heater in there too, so but I'm trying not to run up Nathan's electric bill by turning it on. So right now it's off, and they do have a heater that's keeping the room itself warm just at 60 degrees. So I'll probably just go with that, and I'll be fine. And I'm probably going to get an early nighttime, you know, hike or midnight, so to say, an early sleep time, and try to wake up early before my ride comes. Pack up again and be ready to go, you know, like around 6:30. And I figure the trail isn't that far away. Shouldn't take very long to get there, maybe 20-30 minutes at most. And we'll go from there. So that's going to be it. I'm going to try and actually edit this video and publish it tonight, overnight. And my goal is to put a video out pretty much every single day that I'm on the trail, provided I can get signal. I did manage to get to my service provider, which is AT&T, and up my data plan so that I can publish these videos. So that's the plan. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. It's a beautiful ride up here. It was enjoyable. It's nice to get into, you know, rural America. I live in a bit, more or less congested city, and I just love coming out here, seeing the woods, you know, going up and down some hills. No mountains really here yet, but it's nice to see, you know, other parts of our country, our great country. And one other thing that was a problem driving up here is, I guess even though I replaced the fuse in the rent-a-car, and I could not get the cigarette lighter or the USB ports to power up. There's no charge. So coming here, I basically had to use some of my battery pack to keep using my phone for navigation. So that's going to be a problem obviously on the way home, but for right now, it's not a problem because at the Pinhoti Center, the outdoor center, I can charge up my stuff. But something to think about. So when I came here, my phone's almost dead, and my battery pack has been used up some as well. So I'll charge everything up again here in the comfort of the Pinhoti Outdoor Center, and I'll start tomorrow with full batteries for everything. And I'm hoping that I can at least get my phone to last the 8 days or 7 days till I can make it to Heflin. If I can make it the 8 days to Heflin, then I can definitely make it the 5 or so days from Heflin to Cave Springs. And that I know with the 2 battery packs I'm carrying, I should be good. But the Heflin is really what I'm worried about because of the 8 days. I will have to charge up my GPS and my watch every night. The GPS I can probably go 3 to 4 days, maybe even 5, and push that a little bit. So that'll save me some battery power. And if I try to edit these videos, I'm gonna have to be really selective and, you know, maybe recording and pare them down, which is probably better for you guys because you really don't want to hear me ramble on too much anyway, like I'm doing now. But that's it. So I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna get settled in for the night. It's you know, a little after 4 right now, so it's gonna be a long night waiting for daylight to come so I can just start and get going. And once I'm on the trail, hopefully all those, you know, the jitters you have right before you start usually fade away pretty soon once you start doing it and you get back into that rhythm. And for me, the first day or two is usually, what am I doing out here? Why am I doing this? And I definitely should have worked out more and gotten in shape better. But it is what it is, and I'm looking forward to, you know, doing what I'm doing and getting out there, whatever the weather may be. And, you know, putting some miles underneath me. And hopefully my equipment and me are up to the challenge. So that's it for now. Till we meet again.